I was just thinking today that I really miss being in Bangkok. And I think if I think about it, you know, I was looking in the book recently, and there was a picture there of the bird, and the bird was well, I never found out a name for the bird, but the bird somehow came into my life well, it was invisible to me, and that's the strangest part of it. That, in fact, one morning, I was wakened, I was sound asleep, and all of a sudden, the sound was, caw, caw. And I jumped out of bed, and I listened again. Pretty soon, it was the same, and I realized it was outside my room, and I have a very big balcony outside my room. It was wonderful. There were views of the city that I never would have seen otherwise. It stretched out in all directions from the hotel where I was. And so I looked out, and no bird. And so I thought, that's really strange. It's not like any bird I had ever heard. So I went out onto the balcony, and I looked that morning. I figured the bird would be sitting around someplace or flying or something. No. Well, the next day, I'm sound asleep, and and this time I haven't got any clothes on or anything. I come running out onto the balcony. I'm going to catch him this time for sure. I can't find him. Not there, but I'm hearing caw, caw. And he must be right near me. I lean over the outside. I can't see him. And it's very frustrating. Well, that went on for a good week or two. I could count on being wakened about 6 o'clock in the morning every morning that I was there. So it was as though my personal alarm clock or something. So anyway, one day I am out on the street. They're doing a shot. I think there was one with a motorcycle. And we were doing this shot there. We finished the shot, I thought, and all of a sudden, it was, I looked up, and it came from a big tree right there. And I thought, whoa, we got it now, because I've got the whole crew who's here, then we'll find that bird this time. So, I said, you know, Noi, you know, that's the bird. That's the bird that wakes me up in the morning every morning. So, do you know what kind of bird it is? No. Nobody knew what that bird was. They had never seen it. And we stood and we looked at it. I got on a motorcycle and I was looking, and people were standing around. We could not see that bird, and the bird would keep going like that. So we finally gave up and went back, and that next morning, sure enough, outside my room. Well, it took another week, and I'm in the place where they're doing the shoot that you all see when you see the movies. And we're in there with a crew, whole crew, and would memorize some lines so that I would be sure to say the correct sounds for the Thai language. And I would do 3 lines at a time. So I'm finishing the first 2 lines, and as I'm finishing saying it, it goes, it's outside the room. so Benz, who is in charge of the shoot, says, oh, stop. Okay, so we get ready. Bird stops, no sound. He said, all right, on three. 1, 2, 3. And I start saying the 3 lines like I'm doing right now, and all of a sudden, caw-caw, 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 outside. And he says, stop. You know, that bird stopped us for almost every shot the rest of that afternoon. The next day, we start out, everything goes beautifully, and all of a sudden, caw, right in the middle of another thing I'm saying, and you know that we could not finish that shot that day either. Now we're getting really irritated. And the next day, the bird comes back again one more time, and that time when it interrupts, everybody, we all start shouting, shut up, shut up, shut up, and we continue, shut up, and you know, after that, the bird never came to the hotel again. It never was outside the hotel when I was around, and it never interrupted us again. So all the rest of the videos that you see that I did there, there's no interruption. So I just wanted you to know that that bird, you know, the one that I made the little drawing for in the book, that bird, for some reason, I don't know why, he simply stopped having anything to do with me after that. I never heard him again. I never saw him, and nobody in the entire film crew had ever seen the bird or has seen it since even, because I've found out if they had, I would have known for hundreds of people calling me and telling me. So I really miss it. I miss Bangkok. I missed the chance to be in the hotel. It was a gorgeous view of all those buildings that surrounded that hotel. It was way up on about the 7th floor or something like that at least. And so I miss all of that right now. And I miss all of you. I wish that I were here with you and that we could talk with each other about this. But anyway, I wish you all well. I know we're coming up on holidays. I wish you a wonderful time. And maybe one of these days, I'll tell you some more stories. And if you even so, you can always read it in My Adventures in Bangkok. And you can go to Goodreads and sign on to get